In today's video, I'm heading down to Walmart and I'm gonna be picking up their cheapest rod and reel combo. The challenge is simple: catch fish or die. Literally, I'll jump off a bridge. I'm kidding, guys, it was a joke. Calm down.
$3.48.
$3? You know what, those look good, but they don't have a reel, so that is not my challenge. Uh-oh, boys, background check section is unlocked. We can find some on clearance. I may be able to get a pretty decent one. My requirements is that it has to be a full-size pole. Here's not a bad one at all for $9.98. Dude, that is a pretty good pole for that. And it's looking like that might be the cheapest one. Oh, snap, dude. Their cheapest pole is actually a decent one. I'm pleasantly surprised that I don't have to go with the Zebco. Pretty excited about that. And it's got line on it and everything. It's definitely not good, but it looks good. Here, I need to test it out. It's a little lightweight, but it'll work. I'll tell you what really works though. You get those right there, dip the tail in barbecue sauce, they eat them up. These literally cost half as much as a rod does. Here's the rig I'm going with. Pretty simple, guys, just a wacky rig. I'm gonna take these worms, hook it right in the middle, and I'm just thinking slay the bass. What can I say? Looking at the tag, we got one ball bearing, pre-spooled with 8-pound line, so better set that drag pretty light. Besides that, I think we'll be all right. Boom. Just like that. First I gotta switch this over because I use my spinning reels left-handed.
Everybody said I was weird because I was switching everybody else's.
I could be like all the noobs and just reel it like this. I think I'll do that. Oh, that's the wrong way. Oh, snap. All right, boys, here we go. Let's get rocked and rolling.
The destination is on your right.
Oh, that first cast. Right there by that dock. I don't think it's gonna take long, guys. Apparently there's a ton of fish in this pond, and that's one of the reasons why we're actually here. We need to cull out the small ones. But yeah, we're basically relocating them because there's just so many of them. This rod's so flimsy.
It's also $9.98.
Hey man, balling on a budget ain't easy. Woo! Biggin', son. Biggin'. Putting him in the basket for relocation. Meanwhile, my rod's too flimsy to do anything with. Like I'm out here fishing with a noodle of spaghetti or something. But that's part of the challenge, I guess. Oh, I think I got one. I think I caught a fish, or hooked a fish. Let's say that. I don't know what it is. I don't even know if it knows it's hooked either. This rod ain't putting up much of anything for a fight. It's a rod bender, but I'm telling you guys, I'm looking at the bass. It doesn't even look that big. I'm literally fighting like a half-pound bass with a pool noodle and can't even get it in. About to break the rod in half, buddy. What do you think? Is this one we need to cull? You think so? All right, basically anything under 14 inches, there's a lot of them in here, and this one's right about that exact size. So hey, we're taking them out of here. That is my original assignment, and luckily I do not have to jump off a bridge anymore. And I'm just gonna say, guys, I'm pretty pumped about that. So far in this basket, we have the one he caught today, the one I caught just now, as you saw, and then he's actually got a couple more from a few days ago. I was fighting that bass.
Did it feel like a humongous one?
I mean, I could tell that it was I could tell it was this big, but my rod wouldn't do anything. So far, I'm giving this reel like a 2 out of 10. That's pretty terrible. I'm switching baits. I was using these, but I've casted off like 6 of them already, so I'm not using these anymore. The problem is that the rod is so flimsy, you can barely cast anything, and then once you do cast it, it's hard to work an actual bait. You get another backlash?
I just now got the other one out.
After you get that tied on, let me see if your settings are all optimal. Do you know how you're supposed to do the settings?
No.
Yeah, it's important. All right, so to set this, first thing you want to set is this thing. So you want it to, yeah, it's pretty loose. Well, you want to go ahead and tighten it up all the way, or far enough to where it doesn't come out at all. And then from there, you kind of want to back it off until it falls back like that. So you don't want it to just go woo. And then for this one, it's on 0. This is like fine adjustment, so we'll set it on 5 or 6. That should be a pretty even thing. And now you should be able to cast it and then just finger it all the way down and you're good. So that there will stop a lot of backlashes. Here you go. You should be good to go now.
Moment of truth.
There you go. Boom. Didn't backlash. In these next few clips, we're relocating the bass we just caught, but the video is not over and the fishing challenge is not over. So don't leave. Don't do it.
It's actually not hard to get the water in.
Train, I guess. So far, so good. We're moving the fish. We got them all in this cooler, and I will say the cooler is a bit small, but I do have an aerator, and we're really not going that far, so we should be all right. We'll get it to where it can't slide around too much. That way we can't lose too much water. Anyways, guys, now we got a pretty short transportation. We're gonna send these off UPS. All right, let's moment of truth. Are they still alive? Yes, they're every single one still alive. So go ahead and shut it. You grab that side. We'll walk it down to the pond. Just let them out. All right. This is 20 bass. This is going to be a pretty good little change for this pond because, you know.
You ready?
Yeah, let's just dump it out. Here we go. All the bass going in. Now, we'll sit here and make sure that none of them flop up, but I can already see them. There they go. There's a few of them going right through there. Pretty basic, but fish stocking complete. It is another day and we're out here about to fish again with the, oh my goodness. It's windy out here and the barometric pressure is dropping like a Tomahawk missile on a Ukrainian duplex. So this is about to get crazy. Bait of choice, I know this rod has absolutely no power in it at all, so I had to go something easy to hook them, okay? I found this under a shelf in my garage and I just tied it on. Looks pretty good though. I'm just gonna shoot straight with you guys. I'm not really excited about using this rod today. I spy with my little eye a bass that's at least 5 pounds. All right, the water actually looks pretty clear, so this chartreuse trailer may not have been the best move, but honestly, these bass, I know for a fact, are very stupid, so I don't think I'm gonna have a problem. Just gonna cast it out there. It is windy. Oh, I just got 2 bites on 1 cast. They look pretty small, but honestly, 2 bites, 1 cast, that ain't bad. Hopefully we can get something good going. Throw it over there next to that tree. Done caught one. As soon as it hit the water, where do I land him? He's a giant. He's a giant, dude. He's taking drag and everything. Oh, he's a giant. He's hung up or something. Oh, he's a giant. Oh my gosh. He's bending my pole, doubling it over, man. All right, I'm hung on a leaf, and ain't much I can do about this. Oh. Well, he's definitely a rod bender, but not exactly the kind of rod bender he's looking at. But at the end of the day, though, this fish was way funner to catch on a rod that bent like that than a rod that's like a heavy and that barely bends on a 5-pounder. Having a small rod like this may not be a bad idea if you're catching smaller fish anyway. Oh my gosh, I'm sitting here looking at about 12 bass. They're only like 6 inches long, but dude, no kidding. I'm switching baits to something that will catch every fish in this pond. All right, guys, I didn't think I was going to be pulling out the secret sauce today, but it looks like I'm going to. This water is super clear. And then when the water's super clear, the bass can see my bait really good. But even they can tell that's not a real fish. So I'm pulling out this month's mystery tackle box. But if you don't know what mystery tackle box is, it is a mystery box of fishing baits that work for whatever species you pick. And they send it to your box every month and give you a bunch of bait that you may or may not have ever heard of. In this month's bass box, I got these Lake Fork little paddle worms, this chartreuse square bill, a white swim jig, and then some of these worm hooks right here. Now, as soon as I seen this watercolor, I knew that these right here would work. Let me pull one out. A little clear creature looking bait. But here's the thing, guys. I don't know what it is. The bass don't either. I'm rigging this simple. I'm gonna pull out a hook like this. And I'm gonna take this little bait and I'm literally just going to nose hook it. This is the simplest rig you've ever seen in your life. Now, if you guys are big into fishing, I think you would actually really like a mystery tackle box. So if you want to, you can get your first month's box for as low as $10. Just use the link down in the description and use promo code GRAYGANG, all caps. I'm telling you guys, I'm not kidding. 1 cast and I catch a bass. 2 casts, I catch 2 bass. Wish me luck. Larry, he's got it. Got him! Got him! First cast. What'd I tell you guys? First cast. Absolute giant, dude. That is a textbook Kentucky fish. Massive. That's what they talk about in the history books, boys. Oh, right on the tip of that tree. Ah, he's got it. Oh, got him! Got him! That's my first cast! Isn't that crazy? I caught 2 fish on my first cast. I'm so good at fishing, dude. I'm literally almost a major league. See ya. Buford. Little Buford, back my bait again. Well, now it's raining. What'd you think about that? It wasn't supposed to rain till tomorrow. You know what they say? Fish always bite better before rain. Well, they're not wrong. You know what they also say, though? If your camera get wet, your camera don't work no more. Also, this came in the mystery tackle box. Cool swim bait. Bigger than half the fish I'm gonna catch it up. Oh my gosh, it's like actually raining. I didn't sign up for this. I'm getting inside. I ain't getting wet. I'm too sweet. I'll melt.